One day, Yen Si saw a very auspicious planetary alignment. Curious, he sought news only to discover that the Venerable Lao Tzu had decided to leave his position at the Royal Archives and renounce the world. Yen Si hurried toward the mountains, searching for the wise master, afraid that his wisdom would be lost forever. His quest was finally over when he caught up with Lao Tzu near the Hankou Pass. Yen Si humbly approached Lao Tzu and said, "Revered sir, you are such a wise man and these are such troubled times. Could you write just a few words to help man understand the nature of things?" Lao Tzu was so moved by this plea that he immediately sat down on the prayer rug that Yen Si provided for him. Then, with the stroke of his brush and a handful of bamboo sticks, the spiritual masterpiece referred to as the Tao Te Ching came to be. This book of 5,000 words contains powerful insights into the nature of all things in the universe. The Tao is considered by many the most powerful teaching the world has known. Please join us this week as we look into the Tao of Release. Welcome to Aspire. We're going to work on one of the very few talked about things of spirituality, the Tao of Release. Now there is letting go and then there's letting go, and the Tao teaches us how to let go that we might prepare to allow life just simply to merge through us. Let me read to you number 22 in the Living Tao. This will be kind of the basis for our program. Yield and overcome. Bend and be straight. Empty and be full. Wear out and be new. Have little and gain. Have much and be confused. Well, it's unanimous. All spiritual masters agree with Lao Tzu. We've all got to release, to let go, to attain to oneness. Just let go. They make it sound so easy. Why? Because it is. Physically speaking, all one has to do is open one's hand. Here's where our whole spiritual resistance seems to come up. We have no problem letting go of something physical or tangible, but how do we let go on a spiritual or emotional level? Maybe it would help if we take a good look at our own actions in the physical world. Why do we let go of things? Some reasons are obvious. We get rid of objects every day. We cut our losses, if you will. We discard or release those things that are no longer useful or that have become a real burden to us. We can let go of things in a creative way also. For example, how we give things away. We can set them free because their time has come. An example would be our children. At first, we hold on to them, we nurture them, and then, when the child is no longer a child, when the child is ready, we let go and let nature take its course. We let go of things every day. It's so natural, we don't even think about it. And what the masters are telling us is that in the same way that we can let go of physical objects, we can also let go on spiritual terms. It's as easy as opening your hand. Let me begin this special discourse by giving to you an ultimate truth, and that is simply this, that there is no such thing as truth. No such thing whatsoever. We invent the word truth. Truth is to us a concept or a philosophy, something we feel comfortable with. Doesn't necessarily mean that it is true. I like to offer to you a different kind of insight. And I'm not replacing the word truth by giving this to you. There is no such thing as truth. There is only what is. And what is. Even in the Tao, what is. Lao Tzu said to us, the Tao that can be taught or talked about is no longer the Tao anymore. And that is very true. You see, the key to the whole thing is to understand that when we say the word truth, what we are really doing is trying to confirm ourselves. We are trying to convince ourselves in the confirmation of our beliefs or our attitudes or our convictions. That's not truth. Not at all. Truth is only what is, and the Tao reveals to us how things are. The very word Tao means the nature of things. Let me read to you this again, number 22 in the Living Tao, and I call it the Living Tao because it is alive. Yield and overcome, bend and be straight, empty and be full, wear out and be new, have little and gain, have much and be confused. In that small sentence are no truths, but it is stated how things are, the way things, if I may use this word, how things is. And if I'm going to understand how things is, I need to take even the Tao and throw it away and begin to recognize that if I hold on to sutras, even the Tao, the Bible, the Gita, the Quran, any of them, that I have not only limited my concept of what is, I've reduced it to nothing but a mere truth, a truth that most people are nothing more than convinced of and do not really see. You see, truth is not something that can be taught to anyone. I can't teach you truth. No one can. I can teach you concepts and philosophies and theories, but that doesn't mean anything to you. What is must be experienced. And if you experience it, then it becomes your own, and it is you. And here is the key to all of this. If you and I are going to discover what is, and we're going to let go of all of these truth concepts and philosophies that we have allowed ourselves to believe in, based on the idea that other people around us believe in them, or because it's popular, or because our mind is inquiring and is analytical and seeks answers, we're going to have to learn one of the basic premises of spirituality. It's a difficult one, and the Tao teaches it and then lets it go. It's the word release. There is nothing more powerful than the whole truth of the Tao of release. Now, when I let go of the Tao, when I let go of my concepts, my sutras, my biblical understanding, my analytical understanding, my worldly understanding, all I'm left with is here and now. What is? Most of us look for a truth to try to cover up what is. We're afraid of the way we are right now. Sometimes we're afraid of that because we see within us faults. We see within us some strains of worldly thought, attitudes, experiences that have hurt us. We've all had that, haven't we, at one time or another. And we're kind of embarrassed that we didn't turn out so good. Well, drop all of that. You have to learn to let go. Let go of everything. Even let go of your shame, let go of your guilt, let go of the good times, let go of the bad times. The whole object is to be present in the moment, and how very few of us can be present in the moment. I have found this in my life, that the ultimate isness of life is not found in the things that I've held on to. There are a lot of things that have happened in my life, I'm sure, like your life, that have been very interesting and very good, very self-destructive and very painful. And one might say, well, one can learn from those experiences. You can learn things in those experiences from an intellectual point of view, but that doesn't mean you've gained anything through the experience. Have you ever found yourself doing things over and over and over again that are painful? And you wonder, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep marrying the same kind of person? Why do I keep setting myself up in the same kind of situations? Why do I find the same kind of people coming to me? It's because we're not aware of what is. We haven't learned to let go of the things that draw to us our own experiences. Sometimes those things that draw to us experiences are the things that you and I cherish the most. And that's the challenge of the Tao of Release. That we have to let go of the things that we cherish the most. Think of some of the things that you think of as being very important to you. Your religion, your political point of view, your personal philosophy, the things that you think are right and wrong, good and bad. Those are all the things that cause life to happen to us just the way it does. And that's why we see ourselves at the end of our life, or sometimes even in the middle, feeling depressed and dejected. Because we've lived our whole life from the point of view of what other people have wanted us to believe in. We've allowed life to beat us up because we, in our own self, have not let go of the things that need to be released. You even need to release me and this television program. Letting go of the things that I've just told you and allowing them to, so to speak, imbibe within you and live through you. If you can't let go of this message, then you've missed it. Even as I teach it to you, as I'm offering it to you, I have to let it go. I love the Tao, but I can't hold on to it as the book of my life or the philosophy of my living. It can't be that. It has to be total let go. I have to release it, trust in it, see what it is, and then not be so mindful about it in the form of my brain, but be aware of it in the form of my heart. Buddha put it so beautifully. You know, he could sum things up in ways that nobody could. He would talk about the whole idea of spirituality in this idea of wanting nothing with all of your heart. Very few people want nothing with all of their heart. We have so many desires welling up within us, so many needs and wants that we want in our life, that we forget what the real purpose of living is. The real purpose of life is not he who gains the most toys wins. That may be a very popular euphemism in our culture, but it's not the truth of life. It is not the Tao of living. The truth of life simply is this: to the person who can let go of the most, more is given. To the person who holds on to the most, less is given. Jesus put it this way: to he who has, more is given. To he who has not, even that which he has is taken away. What is the hath or has? He who has the recognition, the insight, the awareness that nothing here on this planet is owned. Nothing here is something you cling to. It is borrowed. It is to be used as a tool and to be understood as a tool. Your family, your friends, your life, everything is a tool of the infinite. And it brings you to one major point in your life, and that is to gain the experience of all things and to see what is behind every experience, happy or unhappy, joyful or sad, just to see what is. That is the Tao. But we will never see what is until we've come to the point within ourselves where we are totally willing to let go. Let go of the things that we hold on to, let go of the things that we believe in, let go of the convictions and the philosophy. There is so much more in our life than we have yet to see. We don't see it because we're too busy comparing everything with what was. Live the Tao of Release. Learn to let go and allow what is to penetrate you. Namaste. Now let's take a moment and practice the allowance of release, just to allow the Tao. Let me give you some how-tos on the Tao of Release. First of all, let go of performance anxieties. You do not have to perform for other people or to compete with other people for your sense of self-importance. One of the saddest things that we do is that we build a facade around us of the kind of person that we want other people to think of us as being. And we perform most of our life. We act our life out rather than allow our life to be a movement of spirit, of the quality of life. We act it out as though we are players in a play, a movie, and we forget that life is not an act, it is a spiritual movement. When you and I really let go of the performance gig, the problems that we have in being perfect, the problems in always being beautiful or handsome or sexy or intelligent or rich or famous, when we let all of that go, what we is, so to speak, is allowed to come out. The ultimate form of us comes out, and that really is the truth. But I don't want to say that because then you'll think because you know that in your mind intellectually that you've done it. Forget about that. This is not a competition. Life is not a game. You're not playing Wheel of Fortune with all of this. It is simply a movement of beingness. And the more genuine you are in being yourself, in your isness, the greater your capacity will be. You will open up. You will blossom, you will bloom, you will be who you really are meant to be. The second thing is this: let go of your personal points of view. A lot of us don't like to do that. We live our whole life so we can be opinionated, so at the end we can tell everybody what they should or should not be doing based upon our age who can argue with us. And that's really one of the silliest ploys that we have. My personal points of view and your personal points of view are the things that keep us from seeing things as they really are, as they is. We call these personal points of view truth, and they're not. That's what the Tao is trying to teach us. Bend and you will overcome. Lose and you will gain. And that is so true. Drop your personal points of view. I personally think that a personal point of view is nothing more than an excuse to say that you have faith in something or a belief in something or conviction in something. I often hear ministers and people say, well, I believe in this. So what? Doesn't mean anything just because you believe in it. The real essence of it is, does it have isness? Is it unlimited, enduring? Is it eternal? Hardly. Nothing is eternal except our isness, who we really are inside. So if you're willing to drop your personal point of view for what is, you will make tremendous strides in your spirituality. Tremendous strides. The last thing, let go of your desire, your ambitions, and your need to accomplish. Doesn't sound like a very yuppie thing to say, does it? Terribly un-American. But here's the truth behind it. Every single time you try to accomplish something, get something, or desire something over and over and over, you will never fulfill it because there will always be something else and something else and something else. So our whole life takes on the circle of one accomplishment and desire after another that gets us nowhere. Begin to allow things to come through you. You can get a lot accomplished in your life if you just allow it to be accomplished through you. Some of the most beautiful moments of my life have been when I got out of the way and allowed whatever needed to come through me to do the thing that needed to be done. It's called action without doing, or doing without doing. And it's a strange phenomenon that goes on within us. It's as though life just channels through us and we watch it, we allow for it. It is the ultimate experience in life. I don't know what your ultimate experience would be, Maybe it would be winning the lotto or something like that. But I tell you, something far more beautiful, far more pertinent, far more real is trying to take place in you. It is your life. Your life is trying to take place within you. It's trying to have presence within you. If we are blocking it due to ambition and pride, due to trying to fulfill these dreams that we are told we will fulfill and be happy in, then we are missing our life, sadly, and neglecting it. The Tao of Release. It is the ultimate experience of consciousness, brings us so close to ourselves. Thank you. You know, in this world, all we think about is how to hold, how to gain, how to hold, how to gain, how to keep, how to hold, how to gain. We've lost one of the rare arts to life, and that is how to let go or how to release things. You'll never be able to have the meaning of life or know the fulfillment of it if you're always holding to the ideas that you've always held to. It's time that we practice the Tao of letting go. Even in all of this busyness, letting go is very important. Let go of a few things this week. Let go of some of your rigid concepts, your idea of what is right and wrong, good and bad, what you think is beautiful and ugly. Let go. And you'd be surprised. As quickly as you let go, something new begins to fill you. A new experience. But again, don't clutch it. For the minute that you hold it, it is lost. Lao Tzu is right when he said to us, the Tao that can be spoken of is no longer the Tao anymore. It is lost because the moment you speak on it, the moment you try to analyze it, you are holding it. Let go. It is the most important thing in life, learning to let go. It should be as much an art and a concentration in our life as it has been in the past of trying to gain things and objects, position, power, prestige, even ideas. Let go. What an important concept. More than that, it is the very basis of the Tao, the basis of meditation, even the basis of prayer, real prayer. Let go this week. What do you have to let go of? A fear, an anger, a hostility, a resentment? Whatever it is, the moment you let go of it, the opportunity arises for you to be real again and authentic. I want to thank you for allowing me to spend this half hour with you on Aspire. Please write us. Let us know how you're feeling about the program. Namaste.